Hi, I'm Neasha Bagley. I'm a student at UWM and I'm working with the Career Development Center on developing good ways to find a job.
And I'm Nick Iannelli, recent grad. I was fortunate enough to find a job in my field, and we're going to talk a little bit about how internet tools can help you find that job.
Social networking sites.
Right, like LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook.
Facebook and Twitter?
Definitely. It's all about developing an online brand, something that lets the people out there know really what you're all about.
Research shows that 50% of employers believe if you develop a strong online brand using social networks, you are more likely to be hired.
Drake B. Morris, a top recruitment firm, says 64% of job seekers get their positions through networking, and today that includes social networking online.
LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter all have the ability to help you broadcast your skills and gain the attention of employers you want to target.
Let's start off with a website that was designed solely for business networking.
LinkedIn is a site that's serving over 40 million users and is growing every day.
So join the crowd?
Definitely.
All right.
This site allows users to grow a listing of people that they know and trust in business. These lists are called connections.
Your LinkedIn profile is an interactive business card, so you're going to want to make sure that you market your own personal skills to fit your online brand on your profile. Here are some other considerations you want to look at when making your LinkedIn profile. Include all your resume keywords and skills in your profile, so it'll be found when searched job requirements match your background.
Along the same lines, show off your best work. It helps to show your achievements to potential employers. By doing this, you add an extra dimension to your profile.
Using recommendations from people you've worked for carries a lot of weight with employers. These can be 3 to 5 sentences long, not the conventional lengthy recommendations. You can start with the UW-Milwaukee's alumni group. They encourage you to join LinkedIn now and after you graduate. Try asking these contacts about their own work in their own fields. Don't just ask them if they have any opportunities for you.
Add company addresses from the employers you meet at the Career Development Center's job fair and career days. You can also use UW-Milwaukee's online site for job searching, Panther Jobs.
Upload your entire Facebook or any other social networking address books to LinkedIn.
One of the best ways to use LinkedIn is if you have specific companies that you're interested in. LinkedIn currently has over 150,000 employer profiles.
Search companies you're interested in and you'll find people who are connected to other people you know. From there, you can ask your personal contact to connect you. The answers section of LinkedIn is a good way to increase your visibility. Respond to questions and ask a question if you need information or assistance.
LinkedIn is also useful because it allows employers to post jobs on the site. The jobs are usually high-quality, professional opportunities. So I can invite anyone to be a connection.
Yeah, sure.
What about my mom?
Well, if you think she's going to hire you, yeah, that would be good. But otherwise, you might want to think about a different site for Mom.
Well, what about Facebook?
I've never heard of that.
What?
Just kidding. As you know, users join Facebook groups, most often organized by city, workplace, school, and region. They add friends, send them messages, and update their personal profiles for their friends to read.
Facebook currently has over 250 million active users.
Wow, that's a lot of networking. And you can use that to find a job.
Well, why not? You can connect both employers and friends. Let them know about your qualifications and your career goals.
Well, I've been told that the largest demographic of users is between the ages of 25 and 55, and they can provide you with information and referrals.
If you don't already have a profile, you can go to facebook.com to get started.
For existing users, you may want to adjust your profile to use Facebook for job seeking, but this doesn't have to be complicated. Simply be aware you need to market your profile to potential employers, which will mean you need to make it employer-friendly.
If you desire to use your profile for both business and pleasure, using a friends list is the way to go.
Develop a list for friends and a separate list for professionals. Once you create the lists, you can determine separate information for each group. That way you can still have your friends see all your fun pictures, but can avoid the likely questions from employers.
We mentioned pictures, and your profile picture is what will make an all-important first impression. If you're using Facebook for a job search, a professionally attractive picture is what you want your potential employers to see. Not a picture in a bar or in your bikini or Halloween costume. Just as you can create a list to separate friend from employer, make sure you utilize your privacy settings and make the pictures you don't want to be judged on private. Privacy is important usually, but not on Twitter.
Twitter, the unprivate social networking site, but it can still help you find a job.
You're kidding. Twitter, I usually get updates from Dane Cook, not monster.com.
Well, that's the thing. It can aid in your job search, though. See, Twitter is a social networking and microblogging site on which you can post messages called tweets. Those messages can only be 140 characters long, and they can be displayed on your Twitter page and read by people who are known as followers.
It's quick, it's easy, and it comes directly to your phone. Your tweets are displayed on your profile page, your followers' pages, and Twitter's public timeline.
Did you know that Twitter's website recently attracted a total of 44.5 million unique visitors worldwide? That makes it an outstanding networking tool. You potentially have the ability to converse with some of the most respected and influential people in your field.
Really? Why would the most influential and respected people in my field give me the time of day?
Well, networking is what Twitter is all about. If you're a professional in your communications, then you'd be surprised how helpful the big shots can be.
I guess I can see that, since Twitter is more open than email. Sometimes all it takes is just getting your foot in the door.
Also, companies and job boards post job openings on Twitter, and job seekers network through Twitter to help facilitate their job search. You can tweet jobs or view tweeted jobs in real time. Some organizations are now using Twitter to lessen their reliance on job boards.
There are tools that can help you understand how to use Twitter more in depth than we review here, such as Twitter Job Search, Job Shouts, Job Angels, Tweet My Jobs, Twit Hire, and Just Tweet It.
Since Twitter is simply a messaging platform, it can be a lot less complex and intimidating than something like Facebook.
Not to mention there's no Farmville application.
Right.
All the same, misuse and abuse is as common on Twitter as it is on Facebook. To maximize your Twitter experience, make sure you're up to date on tweeting etiquette.
Tweeting etiquette? What are you kidding?
Not at all. There are social norms for every situation, and that even applies to the internet. I wouldn't chat or email in all capital letters, and there are some things you just don't do on Twitter.
Well, I'm glad we now have a full understanding of everything about social networking sites on the internet. That's great.
Hardly. This podcast is just the beginning.
Okay.
And once you start to use these sites, you'll get more comfortable with them.
Well, networking sites are the most effective use of your time and energy. Once you start using sites like LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, you'll increase your chances for success. Also, once you start using the websites, you'll get more comfortable with them, and eventually you'll wonder how you ever lived without them.
Much like this cell phone.
Or the iPod.
Or the Segway.
Well, I don't know about the Segway.
It'll catch on. It will.
Okay, whatever. On a note of safety, keep in mind, information that you share using social networking sites may be read by hundreds, if not thousands of people. So it's prudent for you to take certain precautions. Review Staying Safe on social networking sites at this address.
I guess to wrap this up, we get that the challenge of all networking is to ask or say the right thing at the right time to the right person. Asking well-researched questions and demonstrating a sincere interest in someone's career, job, organization, or field always makes a professional impression.
Thomas Berger, novelist and philosopher, once said, "The art and science of asking questions is the source of all knowledge."
How'd you know that?
Got it on the internet?
Well, asking questions. I guess we could also add that it's the source of all mutually beneficial relationships.
Definitely. And here at UWM, you can talk to counselors, career coaches, and mentors, and they can all help you refine your networking strategies.
Well, and we wish you luck on your job search and your future networking.
Thanks for your time.
And have a great day. There are soon coming events that the Career Development Center encourages you to attend. Prepare for these events by visiting the Career Development Center at Mellencamp 128. You can find more information online at www.uwm.edu/cdc/